Hey, true seekers, welcome back. Zach here. June 5th, 2017. Breaking news: two arrested in Oakland's deadly ghost ship fire. Now, if you missed my work earlier this year, I showed that this story was a ritual, it was intentional, it was carried out by the police and fire department, who are likely within the Freemasonic lodges of Oakland, and I said it was a tribute to the coming NBA Finals, which would be Warriors and Cavs again. Well, here we are. It's 185 days later. The NBA Finals are Warriors and Cavs, and they're putting this story back in front of our face. You have to know the language of gematria, which is important to Jewish mysticism known as Kabbalah, the belief that God created the world with language when God merged the letter with the number. If you learn this language, you see how our news is fake and our sports are rigged every single day because this is how it's done. Been studying this since 2013. I proved my point then, and every day since I prove my point further. I have several videos on the ghost ship fire hoax that it was and the NBA playoffs. And I'm going to show you a huge thing I talked about then because I think we've solved the riddle now for the NBA finals officially. The fire was December 2nd, 2016. Today is June 5th, 185 days later. In the language of gematria, basketball equals 185. Now, they called this the Ghost Ship fire, which has gematria of 122, just like Golden State. And you know what? Just to show off a little bit and to show the relevance of this language and how important these different methods are, I want you to notice that Ghost Ship sums to 121 and 41, as well as 49. Watch this. Warriors has gematria of 49 and 121, and Golden State also has the gematria of 41. Last year we talked about Kobe Bryant retiring 41 years after his father was drafted by the Warriors 14th overall. It's all ritual by the numbers. These leagues are athletic theater. Our news is a staged production. One fake incident, or more like one instigated incident. They really burnt the building, but they burnt the building for this ritual. These people are insane. These are the people that run our government, media, money. So anyhow, Ghost Ship has a lot of relevant gematria, which we talked about then. And now you see how it syncs up so well. Last night in the game, Steph Curry hit a three-pointer from about 15 feet behind the line. Deepest shot of the night for the 121st points. Remember, the Warriors originally from Philadelphia, which get its name from Revelation 49-121. This year they got the star player Kevin Durant, which also has the 49 connection. Anyhow, back to the news. Ghost Ship 122, Golden State 122, Oakland coordinates on the 122nd meridian. And just wait, I got a bigger 122 for you yet. They said 36 people were killed. I wonder if those people are the Cleveland Cavaliers, you know? Now that it is, and again, I was talking about all this stuff back when this was fresh news. When you sum 1 through 36 together, it sums to 666. The triangular number of 666 is 36. You see this? 3 sixes. And in Sumerian gematria, where are we? We're in the NBA Finals. 666, it's a basketball game. 666. To get cute, it's the prophecy code. As always, Oracle Arena, 106 feet tall. They show it off every game, that number. They'll stop the clock on 10.6. They'll put the camera on LeBron and Curry when there's 106 points with the score. Prophecy 106, 666. Let's not forget Steph Curry and LeBron James, both born in the same hospital in Akron, Ohio. Last year, the Warriors went down in their 106th game of the season in the 106-foot-tall Oracle Arena. And let's also not forget this is the trilogy. Like I said at the beginning of the year before the Oakland fire even happened. I said it's all about The Godfather, the trilogy, part 3, Warriors, Cavs. Here we go. So, more news by the numbers. Your sports are scripted with the news, as I constantly explain. Back when this happened, I put out a video and I said, study the 91-92 playoffs, the 91-92 NBA season that ended with the Bulls beating the Portland Trail Blazers in the playoffs. I said, study those finals. Because we saw then, game 1, the Bulls won it with 122 points. Think about how just last season, the Warriors beat Jordan in the Bulls' season win record. The Bulls had 72 wins. The Warriors beat it with 73. There's two narratives here. There's LeBron is the greatest of all time, or there's the Warriors is the greatest team of all time. Both things that are connected to Jordan and the Bulls. Someone could argue for the Lakers or Celtics, but the NBA, the modern era, they really like to hype up Jordan and those Bulls. So, this series was closed out in Game 6. Show you something about Game 6. Game 6 has that gematria of 33 and 78, as well as 111, which means in reverse Sumerian, it's 666, for the NBA Finals. And NBA Finals alone is also 33 and 78. We saw the Warriors winning Game 6 the first year these two teams met in the finals, 2 years back. Last year, the Cavs won in Game 7 on the real King James' birthday. I have a feeling, that we're going to see some major overlaps here. I don't know if it's going to end in Game 6 again, but notice that this series, this is the 92 NBA Finals, 25 years ago. Notice the final game the Bulls won with 97 points. And as I've explained, all of these games are scripted to the numbers because the scripting is essential. This is all about this numerical code, and it's all scripted throughout history. So here we are 25 years later. They just made a big deal about LeBron James missing his dunk. And they said how it was just like when Jordan missed it 25 years ago in these same playoffs. 97's the 25th prime. The Bulls closed out the Blazers with 97 that year. Now it's 25 years later. Notice finals is 25. Steve Kerr just came back, scripted, put a video out on it. Kerr 25. You see? Steve Kerr, Stephen Curry, Del Curry was Jordan's 73rd opponent. The year the Bulls set the 72 win mark. Then Del Curry's son sets the new mark with 73 wins years later. Father-son league. Game 7 on Father's Day. Notice also the Blazers went down with 93. Oregon's date of establishment, a date with 93 numerology. The reason I know that is because I'm from Oregon and I study this. Oregon is the only state that sums to 74, like Jesus, like cross, like Messiah, like gospel. In the Bible, there's 74 mentions of the stake and crucifix, which Jesus died on. 74 mentions. Oregon's the 33rd state, the only that sums to 74, with a 93 date establishment. Crucifix equals 93, like God's son, like Nazareth. Christianity, 930. It's all biblical. King James has a Bible named after him. A lot of war in the Bible. The warriors, the Clevelanders, the trailblazers. So anyway, this is all ritual. Again, Oracle Arena also equals 93. Last year, the Cavs won with 93 points in Game 7 on the real King James' birthday. If the Warriors win the finals this year, it'll be the 25th championship for the Western Conference. Right after, in the NFL, the Patriots won the 25th Super Bowl for the AFC on 2/5 and Tom Brady's 25th playoff win. Something else that's really interesting about this. I'll just show you this real quick. Here's Steve Kerr's full name, gematria of 97. Again, Western Conference sitting at 24 titles in the modern era. If they win, it'll be 25. In the East, if the Cavs won, it'd be 23. Remember, LeBron wears 23. King equals 23. I'm sure we'll see LeBron win that 23rd title. Maybe not this year, though. I'm not saying for sure either way. I'm still torn, but as the clues mount, a lot of things are stacking in Golden State's favor, as I've been shown. So anyway, one last point, the Ultimate Warrior's death. I just put this up. I want people to know about this. Somebody showed this to me. Well, last year I did this video. I did a video on the death of the Ultimate Warrior in light of LeBron James wearing the Ultimate Warrior t-shirt after he won Game 7. Ultimate Warrior had died at age 54. Remember, huge number for Oracle Arena. Oracle 54. Home winning streak snapped at 54 games. Ultimate Warrior dead at 54. LeBron winning in Game 7 in Oracle. About that 122 number, Portland's on the 122nd meridian, who the Bulls beat with 122 points. So is Oakland. So is Seattle. And when the Cavs won in Game 7, it was the first time since 1978 anyone won a Game 7 on the road. And the last time it happened was in Seattle, also on the 122nd meridian. But anyhow, Ultimate Warrior, dead at age 54 on the 33rd parallel in Scottsdale, Arizona, on April 8th, the date that can be written 8/4. King James died 84 days before his 59th birthday. This is all true. King James became a Freemason at age 35. King James equals 35. The word king is 23. King James died at age 58, 84 days short of his 59th birthday. Think about how LeBron James was born in 84. But look at Freemasonry's 58 and 59. King James was a Rosicrucian as well. Gematria 58, just like Freemasonry, like Secret Society, like Solomon's Temple, that special number. Craftsman. King James died 23 years after becoming a Freemason at age 58. And this is all at the same point that modern English was created, the colonization of Americas. The colonization scheme, they called it. Colony 84, led by Lord Bacon, who worked for King James, supposedly the author. It's really a group of people, but the entity that supposedly wrote the King James Bible, Lord Bacon. And they had the colony scheme for the United States of America, 84. LeBron James, a symbol for the nation. King James, what our history is based in. You know? See how this all works? Golden State Warriors. So, the thing about Ultimate Warrior, though, dying at age 54, check this out. From the date he died, April 8th, 2014, to what would be Game 4 of the NBA Finals if the Warriors were to sweep this year, that would be 3 years, 2 months, and 2 days. 3-2-2. Remember, King James ruled over 3 kingdoms for 22 years. The NBA Finals, 3-2-2. Very important number to the Bible, to Islam, to Judaism. Abrahamic religions equals 3-2-2. That's what that is. Christianity, Judaism, Islam. Ancient mystery religions equals 3-2-2. The Rosicrucians, their mission was to merge the Christian teachings, the Old Bible, with the Old World occult knowledge, which is the ancient mystery religions. 3-2-2. That's what the King James Bible is all about. The Rosicrucian, the Freemason. And ever since then, it seems that the history has been all number rituals. This is how they're ruling the world. From staging war to killing kings to scripting basketball games. And it couldn't be any more obvious than with LeBron James, the man they call King James, that they have dress up as the king. The reason I was looking at 16 straight or 16 June 9th is because that would mean the Warriors swept the Cavs. They went 16-0 in the playoffs. And we've talked about how this whole year is all about pi. It's the year to close out the 2016-17 season. There was the story recently out of Golden State or Oakland. Let me close these windows, my computer. Sometimes it gets eaten up if I have the camera on too long. But there was this story about this 16-year-old girl that died right before the start of the NBA playoffs. Did a video on this, the death of this 16-year-old girl. See if I can pull this up. Warriors, death, high school, 16. Here we go. Kimberly Nuestro. She was 16 years old. This season's all about pi, which equals 16. Again, it began in 16. If you write out 16, it sums to 33 like NBA Finals. June 9th would be the sweep. And check this out. Check this out about the sweep if it does happen on June 9th. It would be 4-0 Warriors over the Cavs. June 9th can be written 9/6, like 96. Also 33 like NBA Finals. It would go down in Cleveland. I've talked about how they love to punk the home fans, especially in Cleveland. You know, it would fall on LeBron, 33, James, 33. But if they go 16-0 in the playoffs, sweeping the Cavs, it'll end on June 9th. It'll be synced up with the Ultimate Warrior's death at 54. The 93 is right in there. The number for Saturn, the number for final. Cavs won with 93 last year. Again, an Oracle Arena. What are the Cavs playing? Quicken Loans Arena? I don't normally look at their arena. Quicken, interesting, that's 35 like King James. 109, the 29th prime number. Our other number connecting to Pi. Remember, Steph Curry scored 29 on Pi Day on his 29th birthday. So Quicken, okay, it's Quicken Loans Arena. Loans Arena. 99 connects to 13. When you write out 13, it sums to 99, like the United States of America. But I did see something there with Quicken Loans. You see this 183? See if I got this right. Yeah, LeBron James is also 183. Quicken Loans. Huh. Quicken Loans Arena. Quicken Loans also 66 like LeBron and LeBron James. Funny, I never looked at their arena before. And I'm not even supposed to be making this video right now. I just said I'm finishing my book. And I did start, but then I saw the news headline. I said, you got to be kidding me. I know you guys are all starving for the NBA Finals information, so I wanted to come back one more time. But here's this girl who died at 16. She died 16 days from her birthday. This could have been the whole story that they were going to sweep. And let's not forget that the word sweep equals 23, like king. They're going to sweep the king, the killing of the king. LeBron James would fall to 3-5 in NBA Finals in the Quicken building, you know. They really love to punk Ohio and Cleveland for God knows what reason. This is just starting to make more and more sense. But this girl's name, 90, like her high school. She went to Homestead High School, like Golden State Warriors, also like Cavs, like Holy Bible, like Santa Clara, where she passed. She died at Mission College, 67. The Warriors won 67 games. Again, if the Warriors win the playoffs, they'll win 83, like the last year the Philadelphia 76ers won the championship. 83. The Warriors originally from Philly, a biblical city, Philadelphia, Revelation. The church that's warned about the false Jews, the synagogue of Satan, the people who run the NBA. But everything about her name, look at Cupertino. Her name is Kimberly Cupertino, both 121 like Warriors, like Blood Sacrifice. I mean, her name is just so perfect. Cupertino also 122, like where we began with the Ghost Ship fire. You know, 185 days later. Okay. You know, I'm going to link all these posts. Share these with your friends and family. If they tell you this is all a coincidence, then these people are just absolutely brain dead. I mean, you got to be brain dead to not see what's going on. And don't let, you know, the NBA Finals being a different outcome than what I talked about here dissuade you. I mean, that's just making an excuse for yourself to not see the truth. I've been explaining since 2013 how the news predicts the sports. I showed it with this story. It's happened again. I've done this 1,000 times now. And I mean, it just, how they put the story in front of your face during the time of the NBA Finals, the breaking news right now. I mean, how could you deny it? Mission College 221. I just talked about Derek Fisher. This number, the Bavarian Illuminati, the over-under last night was 221. Notice 221, of course, is also the reflection of 122. Reflections are equals in this study. She died at Stanford Hospital. Remember, the hospitals are run by the Masons across the world. Stanford also has that gematria of 97, the 25th prime. It's sick, you know? And if you missed all the videos I put out recently, here's how tall the Oracle Arena is, 106 feet. This prep to prep gets advertising in this story about her death. Just everything about the story is just so fake. And plus, I don't want to talk about that. You know, I hope to God that this girl's not a real person. If this is a real person, she was murdered for these NBA Finals, and everyone needs to know about that. But what this news has a history of doing is just creating fictional characters. I mean, this girl might not even know that her face is being used in a picture, and they just run a scam off it, you know? Maybe that girl lives in Burma, in the middle of the jungle, and she was visiting here once and had a picture taken of her, and now next thing she's a story for the Golden State Warriors season, and how Steph Curry is such a nice guy signing the shoes of the father after the daughter died. And that is part of this story, that the father asked if she would just, I mean, maybe it's real. Supposedly the father asked Steph Curry if he would sign her shoes after she died. Maybe. But I mean maybe it's true. If it's true, it's even more sick. It means this is all a ritual and all these people are participating. And oh, for the final question, this person left this comment but never responded. 16-0 Ultimate Warrior. I don't follow the WWE. I did show how these NBA finals are synced up with WrestleMania 33. If you don't know, WrestleMania 33 was 61 days before the start of the NBA finals on June 1st. You know, perfect. All right, I gotta go write the book. I'm so bad. I'm just so bad, Truth Seeker. I just gotta get this information out, and people need to know what is up. You know, so many people said I was a crazy person for saying that this was a ritual and all done on purpose. And go back and see everything I exposed then. This fire was part of the Tennessee wildfire story, Dolly Parton's ranch, the King James Bible. Do you remember all this? The King James Bible was a big part of the story of Dolly Parton's ranch, where the book of Joel, a page from the book of Joel about the wildfire in Israel was recovered. This was after the wildfire in Tennessee. And then they had this bright redhead named Joel that was the first survivor of this Oakland Ghost Ship fire. Go back and watch King James Bible. As I've been saying, all these stories are interconnected. They're setting wildfires as ritual. They're setting warehouses on fire. It's just, this has to be stopped. ASAP. Until next time, Truth Seeker.